Hi, welcome to the episode 2 of this podcast. I'm Divyanshu. I'm an indie developer. I left my job in September 2023, and this year, 2024, I'm spending to build a portfolio of apps by myself. The goal is to reach to a certain MRR, which I have set by the end of this year. And that's what I'm doing. This podcast is kind of an accountability, a daily accountability to share the progress I have made in my projects, plus sharing some of the news, tech news, which I am really interested in, and sharing in general some tech which I'm building. Now, how to get most out of this podcast, right? I do not want you, because this is not something uh, which you would be listening by watching me, because this is not a YouTube video. This will be like a 35 minutes of me just talking, 30 to 35 minutes. So I would suggest the best way would be put your headphones and whenever you're walking or going for a run. That way you will enjoy it more, because most of the time it will be just my life. I'll be talking about my life, what's going on in my life. So 90% of you would not be very interested in, but the 10% of you who wants to know how a person who was working in full time and now trying to build his own portfolio, web portfolio, what does his day-to-day looks like. So this is my attempt to build this podcast for people like me. For example, if I do listen to a lot of such podcasts, the people who are building their own businesses on side, or solopreneurs, which you call. So yeah, that's about it. I think let's start. So today, how was my day? It was pretty good. Today is Saturday. This is 16th March and it's a Saturday, and generally I do not take any weekends off. Generally. But if there is somewhere I have to go, I do plan it on weekends. But today I was in the home and mostly working. So one good thing happened today in the morning when I woke up. I got some feedbacks from a couple of my friends whom I shared my last episode with, and most of them really liked it. Like they liked the way I'm talking. I mean, like it doesn't feel very scripted. That's the main purpose. I want to just open the camera and start talking. Most of them gave a very honest feedback about it. They did share some feedbacks which can improve these podcasts. One of them was to add in captions, and I did miss caption in my first video. So in this one, then I found out, like, okay, how can I add captions? So what I did was, okay, before that, let me start my screen recording. I'll hold the thought around like about captions. First, let me start the screen recording. About screen recording. So yesterday what happened, I was using this app called Screen Studio. I thought I can record my complete screen and in the end I will just export it. But as soon the 30-minute mark ended, I closed my camera and I stopped the recording. The app crashed and nothing was saved. Then all the screen recorded screens which I have added, those are added post-edit. So it increased my time. I had to record them again. This time I'm using the battle tested QuickTime player. It doesn't add any fancy animations or anything like that, but it does the job. So I will record a new screen. I will select this area to be recorded specifically. Okay, most of the time I'll be sharing a browser window with you guys. And let's start. Yeah, record. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, okay, now coming back to the captions, right? So what I was trying to do with the captions was, if you see, let me just share my screen with you and I'll show you what I was planning. I use Final Cut Pro for most of my captioning need. I know there are other tools, for example, DaVinci, which provides this out of the box. There is CapCut, which provides it out of the box. There are other tools which do provide it out of the box. But I do not want to move to new platforms right now because I'm very comfortable using Final Cut Pro and I do not want to add one more learning thing in my day because, well, it's about like managing your plate. So what I thought, again, my engineering brain started to, how can I add captions to my videos, because Final Cut Pro doesn't give it out of the box. What I can do is, so this was my plan. See, I will use this video. Let's say this is my video, right? and I will then pass it to an ffmpeg lib, which I already have in my system. So ffmpeg command will run, and then ffmpeg will convert the video to an mp3. So my new package will be an mp3. Okay, don't judge me on the basis of the things which I'm using here. I'm just using it to just showcase. There's not a flow diagram or any of that like which we have been taught. This is a conditional statement, nothing like that. So yeah, this will be converted to an mp3. Then I will pass this mp3 to a AI service, something like SRT generators. I have already worked with one of those before for one project. So that SRT generator will use this mp3 which I upload. First of all, why I'll convert it to mp3, because the size of my video files is generally like 4 GBs. And if I convert it from ffmpeg to mp3 locally, this will take around 2 to 3 minutes, right? And the file size will become somewhere around, I guess, 50 MB, maybe smaller than that, but yeah, 30 minutes audio, 50 MB mp3. Then I will pass it to an AI service, which will convert it into an SRT format. So finally what we got is here the SRT file, SRT. Now we use this SRT. This process will take, let's say 5 to 10 minutes, right? This process will then give me this file, and then I will import it to FCP, which is Final Cut Pro. And Final Cut Pro do provide these captioning feature, and tada, I have this in my system. So all done. Now, how much time will this take? Everything, most of it is happening locally, because the AI service which I'm talking about, I can run it locally. I have already run it locally. It can run in my terminal. So this video to ffmpeg will take 3-4 minutes. Then AI service will take 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then SRT, then FCP captioning will take like 15. So in all, like, it will take 20 minutes to do this, to add captions to my file. And it's a lot of manual process here going on. And I found out, I just Googled, okay, because I'm using this app called SetApp. So SetApp is a suite of a lot of iOS apps. I thought, let's see if they do provide any app which can add captions. So what I did, I just searched caption here, and I found out they have this vid cap. So if you don't know about SetApp is basically a collection of apps which are given to you free, but you just have to pay for the subscription of SetApp. And SetApp subscription is, I guess it's like $7 or $8. Yeah, I'm using the personal one, and it's $10 a month. This is the package which I'm in. And all the apps which they provide then become free. So they do have a lot of apps. Again, my ADHD is kicking in. I'm jumping onto a different topic, but I really like SetApp. So let me just quickly go through the apps which you get out of the box. So first, I bought CleanShot X a long time back, but with CleanShot X, one-time purchase, the problem is they do not give you the updates after a year, which is fine for normal purposes, but I guess it's okay to pay for SetApp $10 and then use 10 apps. So basically you are paying $1 a month for each app. If you use a lot of SetApps, I would suggest buy the subscription. If you just want 1 or 2 apps, it's not worth it. If you're using more than 5 apps, it's completely worth it. So I do pay for this. What you get is basically a couple of like premium apps which they have is Clean My Mac. This is a very premium app. Then I do use Session, Stay Focused. This is one of the app I use. And this CleanShot, this is my go-to. And if anyone needs a screenshot app, this is like number one. No bugs, very clean, works out of the box, no learning curve. Then in Develop, I use a couple of those. So overall, yeah, I use this Dash for API documentations, offline API documentation. Sorry. Then So yeah, these are all the apps in SetApp. You get a Mac OS app which is called SetApp, and then you can install any of this app completely free. Otherwise, all of these apps cost money. Some of them are one-time purchase, some of them are again on a monthly plan. So yeah, where I was. Then I found out about Witcap, and Witcap is really simple. Let me just show you Witcap. It's not showing right now. What happened? Applications Witcap. Witcap. What? So this is my SetApp, right? Yeah, currently I'm on so it's been 30 days. I am currently on a 10-day trial period. Then it will automatically deduct my monthly subscription. And here is Witcap. The good part is they do have iOS app as well. Like Witcap, SetApp has an iOS version. So most of these apps have their iOS version, so you get free. Most of them as free as well in that. Yeah, well, I don't know what's happening because Witcap is not showing up in my macOS, but it's shown here. I can only open it from here. This doesn't happen for other apps though. So what you can do is pick a video, upload it here, and it will automatically generate the captions for you. This is what I have done from my previous video, which I uploaded yesterday. I did it today in the morning, like in 10-15 minutes. So again, I don't know how much useful this all information is, but instead of doing this, I installed SetApp Witcap, and that is doing all of this with just 2 clicks, which takes 2 minutes, and then the exporting time is 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, background work, I get my caption video, which is then ready to be uploaded. So this is one feedback I received on my first podcast. Second thing, second feedback was the ending was very abrupt. So what happened in the last episode, which I recorded, I don't know what happened with my camera, but it stopped at some point and I didn't know, because after that I was talking for next 5 minutes more. All of that is gone. I couldn't find that. So today I will see what happened there. Maybe because I use a remote connection to stop the recordings, maybe something happened there. I don't know. Today I will see what happened. Okay, that's it for the videos which I'm going to upload. Today is day 2, and what happened then today? So today one good thing happened. I finally received my domain, which is divyanshunegi.com. So there is a story behind this. What happened to divyanshunegi.com, right? So I had this domain long back. If you see my YouTube channel, you will see this domain is always mentioned there, which the channel is there for 3-4 years. I bought this domain long back. Now it's taken, and it's taken by its real owner, which is me. But if you would have seen this yesterday, this was out there in the market. So what happened with this domain was I was running my own blog, which was divyanshunegi.com, a proper portfolio website. Then I got busy with my work in I think 2020 or 2019, and I forgot to renew it. And I bought it from Hostinger, I don't know from where, but some random domain seller. And I forgot to renew it, or it didn't renew by itself. My card declined or something happened. Then there are these lurkers or people who just buy these domains and then sell you in the auction. So then this domain became like, I think 50,000 or 55,000. Someone was selling it. I was like, no, man, I will buy another domain. And then I started hosting my blog, which was lightcode.dev. Then I bought a new domain like lightcode.dev, and I was hosting my blog here. But I was always interested to get divyanshunegi.com. I want to get this because this is most of my, like my Twitter handle is divyanshunegi, my LinkedIn handle is divyanshunegi, my Facebook account is divyanshunegi. So all of my accounts, social accounts are divyanshunegi. I wanted to get divyanshunegi.com. So what happened is today I was just browsing. I thought, okay, let's see how much now these people are charging divyanshunegi.com. And to my surprise, it was open in the market at around 600 per year. and immediately I purchased it. So if you now, and I linked it in the morning itself. So if I go to divyanshunegi.com, yes, now you will be here. If I just reduce it, you see, divyanshunegi.com will redirect you to this page. Now the information in this page is old. I was not interested on updating this blog because I didn't like lightcode.dev. Plus, it was not ranking anywhere in SEO. Like if you search for lightcode, it shows you LeetCode, which is again like software developers use it to practice for programming problems. And its domain authority is so high that lightcode has no chance to rank unless I do some crazy stuff. But yeah, divyanshunegi.com, because .com has a higher authority, it will start ranking most of my blogs. I'm not a big fan of the blogs which I have written, but still I have done like 17 so far. And this whole web app I built by myself. It's very custom made. I'm not using any like library or anything. Everything is built by me. I spent some time here. If you type like something at gmail.com, something to, okay, subscribe, you see. Yeah, I'm really proud of these confettis here in this page. So now the plan is I will upgrade this. There is another story behind this blog. Let me just share that as well. So what happened was I was using Heroku to host the backend of this. The backend was built using Strapi. So Strapi is like a CMS platform. You host it on any server with this, like, just create a project, host it. It shows you the admin panel. Then you can write a proper schema, write blogs, content, manage everything. So it's like a content management system, CMS. And you can host it on any of your server. It's free. So I was hosting this on Heroku, and to my surprise, Heroku was bought by, I think, Salesforce. Heroku purchased by Salesforce, yes. So Salesforce purchased Heroku, and since that day, Heroku has been going down and crashing. In terms of crashing, I mean, my payments never went through. I used tens of credit cards, nothing worked. And they are sending me emails like, your plan is expiring, pay. I can't pay with anything. I was so frustrated. I wrote to their support and nothing worked. And I thought, fuck it. The whole server went down. I couldn't even back up the data. Now, all the data which you're watching in this is cached in Vercel. That's a lifesaver right now. So all of these blogs are not coming. All of these blogs are cached in Vercel servers. That's why people can see them. And there is no database, basically. So one other thing I did, because I was planning to write a lot of blogs back then. So I used Obsidian app, and I built a proper, let me show you Obsidian. So Obsidian is kind of like an fast native note-taking app, which was very popular at the time when Notion was out. And I like it a lot. I like this app a lot. So what happens is, if you type command N, for example, if I'm writing Divyanshu new blog, right? And if I go here, like, why people use this? Because one, it is very fast. It's offline. All the data remains in your system. So with Notion, that's not the case. Notion needs an internet connection. So if you are out of connection, you can't write on Notion, or you can't see your previous data. Not the case with Obsidian. Now, there is one problem with this. Like, for example, I cannot use the data with my iPhone if this is not synced with any server. Now, that problem Obsidian has solved with two ways. One, you can buy their premium plan where they host your data on their servers. And the second is, you can update, like, I have created an iCloud folder, and everything which I write here is getting written in iCloud folder. So that remains in my offline system. Plus, it gets synced to iCloud. And whenever I have given in Obsidian mobile app, I have given access to this iCloud folder. So everything gets synced both ways in all of my like Apple devices. So yeah, this problem is solved. But why do people prefer Obsidian? Because this is extensible. Like, I can write any kind of plugin for it. Now I have like it's been 2 years since I wrote a plugin for it, but I did write a plugin which was Command Shift P. Yes, so this is my plugin. See, what this plugin does, it connects with Strapi, the APIs which I received from my Strapi dashboard, which was hosted in Heroku and not anymore. It's done. Like I have no access to it, but the APIs are still from that. So it publishes this to Strapi. So it inserts the data there. Secondly, for example, if I take a screenshot of anything, right? Let's take the screenshot here. And if I want to upload, you see this image which is uploaded here with just copy pasting. This is being uploaded from Cloudinary. This is again, I have written this plugin which uploads the images directly. Otherwise, if you are using a generic version of Obsidian right now, the images will be saved locally here in the file path. But I don't want that. The problem is if I upload or publish my blog, the whole images will be locally, and then I'll have to upload them manually. It's a big hassle. Like I have to upload each image from each blog. For example, my blog has like 10 images. 10 images needs to be uploaded to Strapi as well, plus the content. So instead of that, I found another solution. Let's upload the images to Cloudinary, which is the image hosting platform, and it returns an like a URL. And I can use this URL and it can be accessed anywhere in the internet. So if I type anything on my Obsidian blog, this will be uploaded to Strapi. That's it. Command Shift P, publish. It should work, but it will not because now the servers are off. So this is what I have already done. And my plan is to revamp my website back. I will update a couple of informations on the project and I'll start writing. So anytime I write on Obsidian locally and I click Command Shift P, the blog is published basically. And the good part is Obsidian gives all the markup languages. So for example, I want to add a headline. So heading 2, 3, and then 3 is heading 3 like this. If I want to write a code, it's like const A is equal to B. Very poor code, but yeah, something like this. And you can give like, I want to write in TypeScript. TypeScript doesn't have C as it, const is equal to like hello world, right? You see all the code formatting and everything is happening. If I want to just write one single line, then I can say hello world. You see all of these markups are already provided and I can just publish them directly to my blog. And if you see here, all of these markups are directly coming from my Obsidian dashboard notepad. So I do not have to do anything on this website. It just automatically deploys. It also creates these URLs. I wanted to create URLs based on whatever I am typing on the title. So the title is converted into a dash. The spaces are converted to dash because this helps in SEO. And I wanted to improve the SEO a bit for this. So yeah, this is one thing I got access to. Now I have divyanshunegi.com. I will start writing. So if any one of you who is looking for hosting their own blog, there are very easy platforms. I would suggest go for like Featherso. This is also built by, it's Featherso. It's called Featherso. So yeah, if you want to start your own blog, this is the most easiest thing. This guy has done what I'm doing with Obsidian plus Strapi plus a front end. This guy is doing it with Notion. So you just write in your Notion pages and connect it with Featherso. It will automatically deploy them on their platform. And this is also by a single person, by the way, a solopreneur, an indiepreneur. And this is monthly, they are charging $40. I mean, I would never pay $40 to be honest. And that too for like 10,000 pages a month. Otherwise it keeps on increasing. The work which these guys have done, or this guy has done, is really amazing because they are taking care of all your like SEO, localization, comments, too many things. I have seen his journey. He posted about in Twitter most of the time. A lot of big companies are using it. And I think the pricing model is mostly for P2Bs. I don't think any indie writer would pay $40-50 for 10,000 views. But yeah, for companies, it makes perfect sense because most of the companies have the knowledge base or the knowledge database in Notion, and it makes sense to write everything there and post couple of these things to here, to as a blog in Feathersource website. For Showcase, they have like this blog. Any good one? Oh, okay, testimonials. So Testimonial 2 is also an entrepreneur's website. So for example, this blog, right? This is 100% built. The whole website is basically built. This blog is built by Featherso. So all the things which you're watching here is done by Featherso. This person has only written and posted these images in Notion. So this could be a Notion page, which is now connected to Featherso. If you are not interested in doing all the things which I have done for myself, I think this makes perfect sense for you. But for me, I do not get a good feeling if I'm not doing things by myself. Mostly this, like I waste most of the time. This could be a thing where I might be not considering my time value here. And I spend a lot of time coding these things. For example, I had a plan on Sunday, 3-4 hours, just updating all of these things. But that's kind of like, I like that. I like doing that. If you don't, get Featherso, or there are other similar similar tools. Too much talk about blogs, how to host blogs. What other thing? Okay, so one thing about my videos is captioning, and secondly, finalizing or ending the podcast properly. The third thing is, where do I want to publish? So yesterday I found out Spotify podcasters is very simple. You just have to create an account, upload your video, give some information, and automatically uploads there. Secondly, I was doing some research, and I found out about this website. What's the name? Clap. Yeah, this Clap. So Clap provides you shorts and TikTok or reel style videos from your YouTube videos. For example, I'm making this YouTube video, which will be 30 minutes, but it can extract some good parts from that video and can generate like 30 seconds or 1 minute reels or stories or shorts, whatever, like short form content with captions, with a bit of animations. But the pricing is very steep. For monthly, it's like $30 a month. And I tried it. I did not try Clap. I tried OB Clips. It was let me just quickly check. Okay, so it was called Opus Clip. So yeah, this is the platform which I tried, because they give you 1 hour of videos automatically. Some users may experience delays in processing due to an ongoing OpenAI outage. Okay, OpenAI is going through an outage. So this is, for example, here, let me just show you. So I gave it my last video and it generated these kind of short form content for me. Now I can download them. I can even edit them. So it has found and given some ratings to these videos, right? It has found 4 videos and given 99 out of 100 rating, which, to be honest, I don't think it's supposed to be. 2 or 3 people. Yeah. Because they submitted very similar photos. So this is what this platform is doing. The videos are nice, but I don't think it's finding the right content, or maybe in my video there was no such right content. But very interesting. If I want to add more credits, I have to pay like $9 a month. This is again an yearly deal, or $19 a month, which gives me 300 processing minutes per month. So 300 processing minutes means how much time their servers are taking to process my video after uploading, which is a lot technically. I think it can be minimum 10-20 videos, minimum, I guess. And it gives you B-rolls. The problem finally is the content it's giving me back is not that valuable. Again, I have to spend a lot of time to edit them or find the right content, but very interesting product. And we will see a lot of such products coming out and keep on improving, so you can repurpose your contents. Okay, so I think that's about it for today's episode. And funny thing happened again. So I was done recording this session before, and then I found out that again, the 5-minute section is still missing, the ending part, which I've already done. So what I'm doing right now, this has already been done, but it was missing on the recordings. So while editing, I again started my camera and I recorded the ending again. This time I forgot to put the mic, which I'm using. So the audio was missing. And this is my third attempt. I hope this is the final attempt to record. So this is all the learnings I get. And one funny thing is, so I have time bound this whole experiment or this recording into 1 hour session. So what the plan is to record in 30 minutes, edit in 30 minutes, and do like 15-20 minutes of post-processing and then publish. So most like 1.5 hours every day in this process. I have learned two or three new things, and I think the future episodes will be recorded much faster than this or edited much faster than this. So you learn one thing every day, getting better 1% every day. That's the philosophy I'll go with. So yeah, again, thank you so much for listening till this end, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.